the day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
It's Week 17, Brandon, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. He's not going to win the MVP award. But that doesn't mean to me that he shouldn't get strong consideration. I think he's been terrific this year.
He has, and I think the highest praise came from the coaching staff, telling us that he's been more vital to our team than any other quarterback in the league. If your coaches are saying that, you feel pretty good.
Yeah, I actually heard from an opposing coach earlier this week where he said, look, he's not going to win it, but he should. He's been the best player we played against this season.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. He's got his 6'5 receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Mayfield, and he's got his man, that's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The 20-yard line.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 66 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Rosas' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
The score, Browns 3, Steelers 0.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Joby on the tackle.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 19 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7, and the Steeler first down.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Steelers 0.
tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as things start to come into focus here in the final weekend, their future still up in the air. Currently in possession of the 5 spot, but could fall entirely out of the postseason if this final day does not go their way.
Yeah, look, partner, most teams at this stage, you're not worried about your playoff seeding. You're worrying about being in the playoffs. So it doesn't matter whether it's number 5, 3, 7, whatever. If they win, they get in, and they'll worry about the rest of it after that.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Browns 6, Steelers nothing.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the Steelers.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
At the Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 23.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 16.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And now running right, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone. Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there. Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives. So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive. Punt's better than the turnover. The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a run with McFarland. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll run here with McFarland. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now. McFarland. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with McFarland. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 31 yards there and a first down. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And hitting Juju on the slant. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jarvis Landry and company heading back onto the field now. He's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season, but you read the local paper this morning. There was no talk of that mark. They interviewed him, and he wasn't talking about 1,000 yards. The old cliche focused on this game. If he has a big one, might be able to get the win and the 1,000 yards.
Seems like he just wants to let it come to him, right, as opposed to trying to force it. That's probably the right idea and the right attitude. So game situation, play calling will dictate things. Now, how does he get there once he tries to get hot? Formations, route running, trying to get mismatches for him, different types of routes he will run downfield, short, medium, long. All those things will come into play as he tries to get to that magical number.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now from the 50. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield with it once more. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Son for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
Browns 16, Steelers 7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. Nick Foles has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Corey Davis, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On the ground, it's McFarland. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On second down, McFarland, and some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the team. Doing that, a lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it, and they've run it well here to start the second half.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Come on, dog!
That's on Marquise Pouncey, the former Florida Gator. Here's McFarland. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Behind the sticks here with a second and 15. Again, McFarland. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hunt. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
He's brought down at the
gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They begin the drive with McFarland. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain.
Mayfield now.
At the 30.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Number 20.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd down at 4. They'll run again with Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. McFarland once more. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
An inside handoff. This is McFarland. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
By Devondre Campbell. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the give, this is McFarland. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now.
Browns 23, Steelers 17.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
At their own 24-yard line.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll after giving up the first down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So indeed, they did keep it on the ground, but now it's 4th down, so this one's maybe not quite over.
The clock is still their ally, though, so just no panic here. Let it run all the way down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a Wild.